Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go ahead and try this new hairstyling tool that I picked up recently from Ulta. I haven't done anything really hairstyling on my channel yet, so I'm really excited for today's video. We're just going to go ahead and do a little demo and then do a before and after and go over the reviews and all that stuff. Just kind of chat about it. So if that sounds like fun to you, then stick around because I'm about to get started. But before I do, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe because it really does help me out and it is always greatly appreciated. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay, so as you guys can see, I washed my hair and I've dried it somewhat, and it's not completely straight, but that's okay because we're going to do some really nice beachy curls today. And what we're going to use today is this, it's already plugged in, this bedhead styling tool that I got from Ulta recently. Now, this normally retails for $29.99, but I picked it up for about $15 because I used my points and it worked really well in my favor, so I'm kind of glad that I got it. And when I initially got it, I thought, well, listen, I'm going to do a little backstory for you guys. I started styling my hair when I was really young. We're talking like maybe 4th, 5th grade, and I know my way around hairstyling tools. I've been using it for a very long time. If you guys don't know, I have curly, kind of confused hair. Like some parts of it are curly, some are wavy, some straight, like certain areas here and there, and it frizzes to oblivion. So if it's like humid out, the day is shot. There's nothing to even do with my hair. I need to put it up or wear a hat because my hair is not going to do anything except go completely insane. I have friends who have straight hair, and my little sisters have straight hair, and it's beautiful, and I guess it's like a grass is always greener kind of thing, but they're always telling me how envious they are of the fact that I have this curly hair and that,
oh, it must be so easy and wash and wear and all that
stuff, and it's like,
no,
it's not. If I were to wash and wear and go outside, I'd look like I just tumbled out of bed. It would be horrible. It would be very unkempt looking and just not attractive at all. Plus it's very dry and porous, so it, gets the split ends and all that stuff, and really just does look, damaged even if I take really good care of it. So having the curly hair, some ways it can be nice, and in a lot of ways it can be really challenging. There is nothing about my hair that is wash and wear though. Let me just tell you that right off the get. That is not my journey. That is not my reality. I deal with a lot of different styling tools and potions and the whatnot to keep my hair as nicely styled as possible. Now, I have no problem with curly hair. It's nice. It's just that my hair is confused, so I really can't go on about my day unless I'm wearing it up without styling it. I like the curl and stuff, but I like a nice controlled, styled looking curl, not just kind of all over the place and really frizzy. My hair is just insanely frizzy and broken, you can see, and that's from a lot of overstyling and heat tools and stuff like that. It kind of can't really be helped. Also with bleaching and stuff, which I also do. So my hair has been through it, and I've experienced a lot of things. So rounding back to the reason why we've all caught up on what my hair is like and what I deal with on a daily basis, but I don't feel bad about everything. I like my hair, but the point is that I wanted to explain that when I purchased this particular item, I thought, even though I'd never had a curling iron that doesn't have the clip on it, I thought it's not going to be a problem. I had this glove here, and I kind of like, I don't need this, but I chose not to use the glove, and I burned my hand horribly when I first used this item. It really did burn the heck out of my hand. So if you have something like this and if you've never gotten anything like this and you're considering getting it, let's put it that way, I highly recommend you use the safety tools that they give you just, before we even get started, because they're there for a reason. I made that mistake, and let my mistake be your gain if you haven't, tried this. I am used to curling irons like this. I have this one as well here to show you guys the different kind of curl that it gives. And I'm used to this clamp, but I really did think that it wasn't going to be a problem. And that was a mistake. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into the demo now so you guys can see. This is the before, and now I'm going to go ahead and show you how I use this. And when I first did it, I had it kind of this way and was trying to use it like I would do a normal curling iron, and the curl that I created was not good, and I thought, oh no, I'm not going to like this. It's not coming out right. So even for someone like me who's used curling irons since, almost near the end of elementary school, early junior high, I don't know, 4th grade, 5th grade, did I already say that? Probably. Been using them for a really long time. still needed to go a couple tries on this before I got it right. So let me go ahead and show you how I do the curl so you can see how it turns out. So I'm just going to grab a section of hair here, and I'm going to look at my monitor because I don't have a standing mirror that I can see right now. So forgive me if I'm not looking at you guys. It's because I can't. I gotta look this way really quick so I don't burn myself in front of you. That would be kind of sad, but also a learning experience for everyone. So let's not do that. So I got my little tool here, and it's best to, hey, hang on one second. I'm gonna knock that over. So now basically how you do this is you come in backwards and you wrap your hair around it. Kind of take it down a little bit this way, and don't get your hand too close to the curling iron because you could burn yourself that way too. You'll feel it through the glove. It's actually pretty freaking hot. And I'll hold it for like maybe 5-10 seconds and then let it go. And it creates this kind of nice little beachy wave, which my hair will do naturally in some areas of my head, and then the rest it's all different types of curls. So with a normal curling tool, I would do something like, let me just grab a piece of hair back here so you guys can see. I would go ahead and clamp this little sucker on, bring it down as I possibly can. And even when I curl it inward, let's get all the way to here, I would go ahead and tap on this little deal to loosen it a little bit so I can get it closer to the end. Maybe I gotta untitle it, like that. And then recurl it up, pretty much. Leave that for the same amount of time, maybe like 5-10 seconds, then let it go. You can see the difference the curl creates there. You got a tighter curl in this one and a much more beachier wave in this one, because obviously the barrel is a lot bigger than the one I have there. But both curls are cute. It's just I find recently that I've been preferring the more beach wave kind of look, where it's not straight, but you know, has that little curl kind of in the middle. You know, I don't want a full on Shirley Temple moment. I want something that's nice and wavy, but still neat. And I feel like this kind of gives me that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue doing the little curls. I'll probably have to hop off camera only because it's kind of difficult to do it this way. I just want to try and do like a couple with you guys so you can see what I'm doing. I'll get like different amounts of hair, like smaller portions and then larger portions to create different size curls basically, and just kind of go through my whole head like that. And then when I get over to this side, I'll put the glove on this hand, and oh, look, I got a little sparkly on there. That's from my mirror. It's kind of getting all over the place. So I'll put this on this hand and then do the other side of my head and all that stuff, and just kind of go through and create these little curls. And I don't know, it's just really pretty. So let me go ahead and continue curling my hair, and then I'm gonna hop back on and I'll show you what I do after I get it all curled with this device. So I will be right back. Okay, so this is basically the end result when I go through it with the styling tool. And normally when I use this one right here, I will go back in with the blow dryer and I'll flip my hair over and I'll fluff out the curls that way and smooth them into the style that, you know, is desired for that day. But for this particular item, what I like to do after I get my hair all curled and I'll let it sit for a second, is just basically kind of run my fingers through it, just kind of pulling the curl apart. See how that, and it just looks so pretty to me. And it leaves the hair like nice and shiny. I don't know, I just like it. I didn't do my bangs today, I just kind of left those alone, but it's gonna blend in all right, so I don't think it'll be a problem. But yeah, I'll just separate the curl a little bit and create my style that way. And I really just like how it comes out. It's just very pretty. If I were to have a style of type of hair texture curl, it would be this. I could wear this on the regular and be totally fine with it. I mean, I enjoy it when I do my hair completely straight. It looks really pretty, but this is really my dream kind of hair that I wish I had on a regular basis. Probably why I've been using this a lot. But it does have some cons. There are pros and there are cons. So I went on the Ulta site and I looked up what they were saying about this particular deal, and I screenshot some stuff so we can go ahead and chat about it. So it is basically, it's from Bedhead. It's called Curl Pop's Ceramic Clamp-Free Curling Iron, and it has 4 stars, which is pretty good for a styling tool, and it's $29.99. It's not a bad price, although my little curling iron here from Conair is not very expensive either. So Conair is an affordable brand if you wanted to go less. It's kind of like, I would say this Bedhead one's maybe like mid-range, but they get up there to like hundreds of dollars for these styling tools. It's actually crazy. I've been kind of going down the rabbit hole with hairstyling tools lately. I don't know why. It's been something that I've been kind of getting into and just wanting to find something that will create this without, spending a lot of money. So let's go ahead and jump into the pros and cons. Now, the pros says that it heats up fast, which it does. Works great, absolutely does work great. Good quality, durable, and it also says that it smooths frizz, which it does. And I'm telling you, you can see here a little bit I got frizz because I didn't go all the way back there with the curling iron or whatever, and I didn't completely flatten out the back of my head, but I have frizzy hair and it does really smooth it out. So that is a true statement. And let's see if I got the cons in there. Okay, yeah, the cons, which I can tell you anyway without reading them. Limited settings. It literally has an on-off switch. There are no settings on this, and it is I want to say like molten lava hot. It's like really hot. They're not messing around. When this thing heats up, it is incredibly hot. So that's why I strongly recommend, if you're going to try something like this, wear the glove and be very careful. If you touch, like I touched my scalp here when I was doing it today by accident, and I could feel it immediately, just moved it away from my head. It is very hot. I do wish that it had settings. Now, someone here said that it wasn't effective. I would absolutely disagree. I think it's very effective. I think it depends maybe on your hair type. I suppose if you have very straight hair, that it would be difficult. Another thing that is on here is that it doesn't hold curl. Again, I think that depends on the hair type, but maybe with a little bit of hairspray or, styling mousse or something like that before you go ahead and do it, it could probably hold a lot longer if you have straight hair. It really, it just varies. For me, it wasn't a problem. So it's effective as far as I'm concerned. Someone said poor quality. I wouldn't call it poor quality. I would say that because I'm so accustomed to the little clamp deal, I kind of wish that it had the clamp, but I'm going to delve into that a little bit more here in a second. I just want to finish this right here. It also says damages to hair. Well, okay, so I guess it's not like the thermal ceramic, more expensive type of thing where of course it's going to damage your hair, but a lot of styling tools are going to damage your hair. So there are things that you can use, heat protectants and the whatnot, so that, it's not too terrible on your hair. I think that would happen in a lot of cases. That's not really a big con for me. Just putting that out there. So let's see. I know there was a review, and this one says, it's a 5-star review, best one this person's ever used, and it was also very inexpensive. They enjoyed the fact that it had the larger barrel, so it created this type of wave that I am really enjoying. And basically saying that the product was inexpensive, does a great job, and how quickly it heats up, all good stuff. And the negative one says it doesn't hold curls, which again makes me think that this person might have really straight hair and it doesn't hold curl really well, which, okay, it happens. And that the person used multiple techniques and tried to use this any which way but loose, and it just wouldn't happen. And that only after a couple hours the hair would go back to being straight and it just wouldn't hold the curl for them. And that's why they think that the wand wasn't that great. It also says that this person has used other styling tools in the past and it holds curl fine, no problem, but this particular one doesn't do it for them. So they left 2 stars for this item. Again, my experience was absolutely not that. I think that it is a really good styling tool. So let's go over the pros and cons just really quick. My little pros and cons, which we've kind of already been doing, but I just want to reiterate, just want to say again that I do wish that it had a heating setting. I do kind of wish that I got one with a little clamp, but in saying that, I'm kind of glad that it doesn't have the clamp. And the reason is that when I use this particular curling iron, sometimes if I don't pull my hair all the way to the end, it will crimp it and it'll make it look even more damaged and dry and all that. So I guess maybe it's not so bad that it doesn't have that, just kind of takes a little more doing. And I think more than it being a con, I guess it's more like I just have to get used to it and just really practice with it more. I didn't really feel like I was going to have to do that because I have so much experience, years of experience with all different types of hairstyling tools, all kinds of curlers and curling irons and things like that, and flat irons and the whatnot. I figured that it would be, easy breezy, but it does have a bit of a learning curve. If you're not used to the clamp-free kind of deal, it's going to take a second to figure it out. It's kind of like an upside-down, backwards way of curling your hair, which can be a bit of a challenge, but I feel like I've, to some extent, have mastered it, and I like it, and I've been using it quite a bit. So there are times where I might, even if it gets a little too poofy, I'll just go back over it with a flat iron, just really quick, kind of run it through on a low setting just to kind of smooth it out a little bit more, so it'll keep the curl, but it won't be so outward. It'll just kind of lay down a lot softer and a lot nicer and smooth out the rest of the curl, or it'll smooth out the rest of the frizz rather, which I might go ahead and do today since I wanted to sit down and do this video with you guys. I just left it kind of whatever, you know, to see the full curling effect and all that stuff. And I guess that's a bonus to having the curly hair, is that it will take a curl like this and it'll hold it throughout the day. I don't have to use any hairspray or stuff like that. But what I do use when I go ahead and style my hair, initially for curly hair, I'll start with the Briogeo. Am I saying that right? The Briogeo Farewell to Frizz. This works really great. It's the, you know, the spray-in conditioner that you leave in your hair, which is fantastic. It's one of my favorites. And this hydrating smoothing balm from Moroccan Oil. I love this stuff. I'm going to get a larger size of this, which I, you know, had for a while because it lasts for a long time. I ran out. I got this on my Sephora little birthday thing, but I love this. This is great. And when I'm doing straight styles, or even when curly, but mostly when I do straight styles, I'll go ahead and I'll use my Olaplex number 6. This is amazing for smoothing out my hair because I do, like I said, I have a lot of broken hairs from over styling. It works great. So normally after I style my hair and I do the flat iron and all that stuff, I'll take a little dab of that and I'll just run it through my hair so it'll smooth it all out after it's all dry and done and it's ready to go. I mean, I love it. So that's my fun little styling tool. I just wanted to sit down with you guys and share it with you so you can see like the finished look and how I style my hair and the whatnot. And I have another one that I want to show you guys, which is also a lot of fun, and it's also from Bedhead. But yeah, like I said, I've been really getting into the hairstyling tools lately, and I just wanted to sit down and show you how I style my hair and talk about, you know, the struggles of the curly hair life, because it can be a struggle. It can be, you know, a thing, especially with weather and all kinds of stuff factor into it. But again, it's like the grass is always greener. There are people out there that have the straight hair. You know, some of you might have straight hair and wish that you had curly hair, and just let me tell you, from someone that has the curly hair, it's not as awesome as you might think it is. It's work. It's work. And I'm sure there are, you know, cons and pros to having straight hair too. I'm sure there's struggles with that as well that I unfortunately can't relate to because I have to deal with this. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for me today. This is the finished look, and yeah, I just wanted to sit down and share it with you, and I look forward to talking to you guys about it in the comments, and, you know, just hearing your opinions on styling tools, things that you like, and your own hair struggles. Let me know. And I'm going to do another video on my other styling tool, hopefully here pretty soon, if you guys are into it. Hope that you are. But until then, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all are safe. I hope you are healthy. I hope you are happy. And as always, I hope you all are having a beautiful day. Thanks. Bye.